Hello everyone, welcome back to another aircraft model store review, and today we have got a brand new model, this one being the JC Wings Boeing 737-8 MAX in the Ryanair colours in 1/200 scale. So before we get into this video, make sure you check in the description down below for any more information and a website link to all the items that we stock, and you can pretty much find whatever you're looking for down at aircraftmodelstore.co.uk. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, so a typical sort of JC 1/200 scale box. We have got the Ryanair titles across with the harp up top, the side-on photo-generated image of the aircraft, sort of computer-generated photo here, as you can see. 737-8 MAX with the Ryanair yellow along the bottom. The Boeing licensed product, 1/200 scale die-cast model aircraft. All the sides are pretty much white either end, and on the back we have got Ryanair, the dimensions of the aircraft, some specifications, JC Wings, made in China, and a couple of little warnings here and logos. Say the top just says Ryanair and die-cast. On the bottom we actually have a drawn image again, the computer generated image, Boeing 737-8 MAX. The item number, which is just there, XX2258, and then die-cast model aircraft in 1/200 scale. So what we'll do is we will get this model out of the box, and then we'll have a look what it has to offer. So here's an overview. We have the model out of the box, and I have to say, as soon as you get it out, I mean, I love the 737 MAX anyway, but this just looks amazing. You can see the detail on the engines. We have the sort of MAX split scimitar winglet designs, a bit different to the regular 737, and it has got some really good details, and it does look very nice as soon as you look at it. Very unique. I mean, this is the first, I think, Ryanair 737 MAX model, so it does look really good. But we'll have a quick look along the details from left to right, starting on the left-hand side of the aircraft anyway. So let's take a look. So starting off from the front, we've got the nose cone, the cockpit windows. You can see the window wipers just there, static ports and pitot tubes. We've got the text that says 737 MAX. Now, I'm not sure if it is like this on this registration, which this one is EI-HAW, so Echo India Hotel Alpha Whiskey. But I know a lot of them, they've got 737 8-200 MAX. So they've done it in a certain way on some of them, obviously, for the controversy that's happened with the MAX. But this model has just got 737 MAX as usual. The landing gear says HAW, so the final letters of the registration, Hotel Alpha Whiskey. On there, we've got the front landing gear, which has got some nice detail, and they do kind of roll. I think the rear ones mainly roll, but the front one doesn't. So that's that. We've got the front main boarding door, the Ryanair harp, and then if we just roll it down, we've got the Ryanair titles here. As you can see, Ryanair along the top. We've got the red beacon light, which has actually got really nice detail on here. You probably can't see from that angle, but it glistens in the sun, so that's really good. So in nice lighting, you get a good shine off it. The overwing exits, you can just see them there between the A and the I. We have a top antenna, and then the inboard landing light on the left-hand side on the MAX is a nice LED. We've got a nice front-on look at the engines here. Some really good detail on these engines. As you see, with some 1/200 scale models, they spin, but these ones, these fan blades don't spin. Nonetheless, though, some really nice detail on them, and the landing light on the front is visible just here as well from this view. So if we move it back around, the winglet says Ryanair on the end of it, and we have got the red navigation light at the end. And then just moving it down, the overwing exits are visible here with the blue wheel fairing that Ryanair have got, and some underneath antennas on the back. Another exit door on the rear, and then the registration is shown here with the Irish flag, Echo India Hotel Alpha Whiskey as the registration, and the rear boarding door right at the back. And if we can just move it up a little bit, we'll get a better shot of the tail design, which as usual with Ryanair is the yellow harp, but you can just see a little bit better the actual design on the APU, which is very accurate to the 737 MAX. It does look very nice on this model. They've done a really good job at the back end of this model with the elevators, got some nice detail, the tail's got some fantastic detail, and then the actual the APU exhaust and all the details around it is pretty much spot on. So that is the left hand side of the 737 MAX 8 with Ryanair by JC Wings. We'll have a look on the other side really quickly. Usually the same, but we can have a look at some of the details like the cargo doors and that sort of stuff. So there's the rear antenna just below the front cargo door, which is there. Moving it down a little bit, we've got the Ryanair titles, as I said from previous, the nice engine design. We can see the sort of chevrons on the back of the engine just there, and it's the same with this one. This engine doesn't spin, but we can, yeah, no, engine doesn't spin, although it kind of does a little bit, but it doesn't spin all the way around, so that might just be from camera perspective. End of the winglet, we've got Ryanair. You can just about see on the inside as well, it says Ryanair in white on the opposite side. So white on the inside, blue on the outside, just like the regular 737-800. And then towards the back, the rear bulk cargo door, the registration, the final boarding doors, well, the boarding door and then the exit, and then the tail design just up there. Looks very nice with Ryanair as usual, and then the APU exhaust and little pitot tube. So we can take a quick look at maybe the underneath of the model, see what details we've got below, and then I'll show you the stand that it comes with. So to show you the underneath, pretty sort of standard. We've got the hole for the stand in the center with the beacon light, the landing gear, the registration, which is just visible there, and then towards the back there isn't really anything else. You can see the underneath of the engines. Looks quite good. And here is the lovely stand you get with this model. So a lovely solid printed base in white with Ryanair 737 MAX 8 1200 in it, and then just like every other sort of stand, you pop the metal piece in the middle, it stays firm, and then you place the model on top. It obviously does wobble around a little bit, but once the model applies pressure on it, and it's, you know, you've got to wedge it into the hole underneath, it is perfectly sturdy, and I have used the stand, which I'll pop it on now. I'll show you what it looks like, but yeah, a very nice stand with a lovely printed base. And here it is with the stand attached. So there it is in a lovely position that you can display it in. I really like this model. I'd highly recommend it if you're able to get hold of one. It's definitely something different. I know a lot of Ryanair models are quite rare, so I'm not sure how long these will be around. So if you're able to get one, I would really get one as soon as possible. It's got fantastic detail all over the model. JC Wings should be really proud of this one. They've done a really good job. And yeah, as I said, I would highly recommend it. And yeah, very good model to add to your collection, especially if you're a European collector. This will fit in very well, as it's a very new aircraft on the scene for Ryanair as well. So let us know what you think of this model down in the comments below. If you have it yourself, then let us know what you think of it. Anyways, we'd love to know suggestions maybe on other models that we could review in the future if you have any. And then until next time, don't forget to check the description down below for our website link with all that we stock at Aircraft Model Store, and we'll see you in the next model review. Take care, and bye-bye.